Hi, my name is Mattea Davidson. I am a veterinarian and professional rider at Davidson Equestrian. I've been asked by Equestrian Queensland to talk about a particular bit problem in relation to dentistry and the horse's head anatomy. So the question is, how can you tell if a horse is more sensitive to tongue or bar pressure? Now, just quickly going over where the pressure points are on the horse's skull with the bit and bridle working together. So we have pole pressure, we have nose pressure, we have chin and curb pressure, and then we have tongue, which is the orange towel, and bar pressure on either side, which is this ridge on the bone that you can see. So they're the four main pressure points. Now, if we talk about a horse evading the pressure, remembering horses are fight or flight animals, we'll often see with resistance to a particular bit, they may have the tongue out to the side, they may excessively play with the bit, they may also toss their head. If we're talking about bar pressure, we may find that the horse is a little more one-sided, they may have some bruising on their gum line, they may actually sit behind and evade the contact altogether. So remembering that the way that we utilize the bit is by an increasing and decreasing of the pressure on the rein. So if there is an evasion, then this particular aid isn't being responded to how we do desire. So when we then go on to talk about when they show these behaviours, what can we do to investigate where the problem is? So my suggestion, the first point to look at is the horse's dentistry. So many problems can arise from dental problems, and you need to, for good dentistry to be done, you need to have a good light source and good sedation, and that the whole oral cavity is examined thoroughly. Then the next step is to ensure that the bridle and bit fit correctly. So ill-fitting bridles can reduce the effectiveness of the bit. And then the bit itself, we have two main types of bits. So we have a loose ring bit. So we want about 1/2 centimetre on either side from their lip to the bit ring. With a fixed ring bit, we want their lip flush with the ring of the bit. Then we go to talk about different types of bits on the horse's tongue, especially with resistance to tongue pressure. The two most common types of snaffles is a single jointed or double jointed snaffle. So a double jointed snaffle puts more even pressure across the tongue. A single jointed snaffle puts more pressure on the sides of the horse's tongue and also against the hard palate. So you want to know what your horse's tongue looks like. So when a dental examination is done, you can assess this. So do they have a fleshy tongue? Is there much room left in their mouth? Do they have a narrow tongue? And often when they do have a narrow tongue, the bars are more pronounced, meaning that the pressure on those bars is often increased when the bit is put there. Another bit we can use is a bit with a raised port, which reduces the pressure on the horse's tongue. Then if we talk about horses that are really sensitive to bar pressure, a bit which is curved forward can help with that, as can a rubber bit, which the material being quite sensitive and they are flexible. So they're your options for horses that are sensitive in particular to bar pressure. So how do you go about finding out where the issue is? My suggestion is, first of all, ensure that your horse has had a correct dental examination and treatment. Ensure that your bridle and bit fits that horse correctly. And if you've done that, then I'd be going on to seeking advice from an experienced coach or rider to see maybe what they have found has been effective for horses with similar problems. And it is a little bit of trial and error in that case. Thanks for having me on. Have a good week.